Mm. It's going out.
Yeah,
What the fuck is going
it's
on?
something but the browser.
I have no idea. I have no idea.
Yeah,
Hey man, we having a
we
little
back.
technical difficulties. We don't know what's
I don't
going
know.
on.
It. I don't know. They just don't want us to be great.
No, they don't. Man. I don't know what that's all about. You know what I mean? Yeah.
Yeah, we back, y'all.
Yep. That energy just don't want us to be great.
Mm-mm-mm.
It don't want us to be great. I don't know why, but it don't.
Coming out again. Oh.
I'm fixing it. I'm switching cameras. Hopefully this one. Hey, what's up, everybody?
Hey, everybody.
Again, it's your boy, the Real Beat Up.
Yep.
And
Yep.
next to me is the
Woo Star.
Yes, sir. I.T.B
We-
Next Level Podcast.
We at Most Worshipful King Cyrus Grand Lodge and Sheba Grand Chapters, 1400 South Ed Brook Avenue in
Yes.
Chicago, Illinois, 606. One of them, 606s. Yeah.
So, with that being said, thank
Yeah.
y'all for joining us, man. We really
We was talking
appreciate
about birthdays.
it. We talking about birthdays. And talk about our Grand Master,
Yeah.
204, who had a wonderful birthday bash.
Shades of Purple.
Yep, Shades of Purple.
Him and Sister Tangela.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Shouts out to both of them. Birthday.
Oh, yeah. Birthday.
Yes, sir. So, again, shout out to my man Hickey Doo, his birthday.
Hickey Doo birthday.
Mm-hmm.
Birthday.
Shout out to my niece, Shantiera Jackson.
Birthday.
You know what I'm saying? Actually, her birthday also.
Yeah.
You know, we give everybody their flowers that we can remember, and that, you know we try not to leave anybody out. But, you know.
That's right. Yep.
If we missed you, we're sorry.
Sorry. Yep. I like to give a special shout out and congratulations to my cousin Lakeisha Gray Sewell from the Girls Like Me Project.
Yes.
Man, she completed her master's program this and graduated with a master's in social work. Yeah. Congratulations, cuz. Yep, I love you.
That is what's up.
That's what's up.
Yep, but me and the Rooster sitting here chilling, man, and we was discussing some things. We was talking about mental health.
Yeah.
This is mental health.
It's Mental Health Awareness Month.
Yes, it is.
You know, and
so we'll be talking about mental health all this week.
Yeah. Mental health. Yep. So I just dabbled a little bit in to find out some stuff about mental health here in Chicago. And here in Chicago, we have something that's called NAMI. And
it is 7 o'clock. 7 o'clock on the dot. I'm in my drop top using the streets. We do not own the rights to that. But yeah, we're talking about mental health this month. It's very important, and we always drop jewels about mental health. And some of the reasons why we have mental health is it's just not a disability.
Right.
It's also something that's learned, because people give out wrong information or raise a child up mentally fucked up. You know what I'm saying? Just being real.
Yeah.
Raise a child mentally fucked up. So this child thinking that this is one way, and then the real reality hits them in the face, and then they like, what the? I can give a prime example. I work with a student. I'm not going to give a name, but this student never was in class with any students.
Mm.
So, he had to come and adapt with other students. And
his social skills was
all
non-existent.
He wanted to do was fight. I mean, like me, nobody like him, he ready to fight. So with that being said, if you raised or being brought up a certain way and being brought around other children and you never been around any, that reaction or what can happen can be very
detrimental.
Yes, it can.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So
yep, and NAMI is the what does it stand for again? National Alliance for Mental Illness. Yeah. And they're right here in Chicago. Yeah.
So that's exactly what me and the Woo Star, that's what we do. We work with Mentor, who works with special educational children. And like I said, some of them just need a good advocate. Some of them.
Yeah, some of them just they do need some good old fashioned discipline, but I don't know. I think the main majority of them they're all neglected in some kind of way. You know, it's whether the neglect is physical love, whether it's the presence of a parental figure or a role model or whatever the case may be. Most of them just want to be loved, and it just want somebody to show that they care.
Oh, shoot. This is Kim.
Oh yeah.
That's what we were just talking about. The ones with love, right? Those are the ones that have the mental disability. And a lot of people think that they are not smart, but those be the ones that's actually the smartest.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Because they have that love. They just have that disability that they haven't been able to figure out yet how to work with it. And once they begin to work with it, trust me, it changes. You know what I'm saying? I've seen it firsthand. So yeah, love definitely. And if they keep being loved, man, it'll really, really help them.
A lot of times when you have a child that's loved and they have
Brother Will,
a disability, like a
talk about mental health. Come on, bro. She talk about
mental health. Mental health awareness month. So, what's up, brother? How you feeling? Yeah.
That's our brother. We talk about mental health. This mental health month. So.
Yeah. So when you have children who have mental disabilities, but they have love,
or even physical,
right? The things that they could display or be lashing out is because a person might love them, but they might not necessarily know how to deal with them or handle them or give them the proper information or instructions, you know what I'm saying, to make it through life. Right. That's one of the main reasons why they call our particular portion of the learning process at our school, they call it life skills.
Yep. Some of them don't know how to brush their teeth or simply hanging their coat up because they haven't been taught that. They can have all the love in the world. And it's just like even those that don't have a disability, a parent can love a child so much to the point that they love them where they don't realize that they do things that they shouldn't be doing because they think that they always are right. Your child is right. Your child is right. No, your child is not right all the time. Your child does a lot of things that they
Your child is a child.
Yes, exactly.
So everything with a child is trial and error.
Yes.
Growing up, shoot, when I was younger, growing up.
Mhm.
I went and I stuck my hand on the oven. You know,
Mhm.
I ain't know it was hot.
Mhm.
Trial and error.
Yeah.
But
somebody was
they need somebody. They need somebody to guide them through that.
Kim, if you're trying to come on, you got to connect your device, and we can definitely have you come in. If you can connect your device, it says your device is not connected, so meaning that you don't have a camera connected. If you had a camera connected, we could definitely have you come on with us. We would love that. But yeah, back to like what Wu was saying.
Okay. Texting is great too.
Yep, texting is definitely. We're getting you on the text, so that definitely works. We tech savvy also. So again, this is the type of work that we deal with every day. You know, some of them is in homes, group homes, and being in a group home, taken away from their family. You know, they'll act out to that way. You know what I'm saying? So
that's right.
if they had siblings and they were together and then they separated, sometimes the older sibling acts out more than the younger sibling does because the younger sibling doesn't get what's happening, but the older sibling does, and they acts out because they've been separated. And you know, I'm telling you, I see it today, right now. So it's definitely real, and we got to address it because some people don't even pay attention. Somebody can tell you that they talking about killing themselves. You got to pay attention to that. They tell you that just because you may think they plan or no, you definitely have to be aware of that. You know, you have to be aware when someone says that you have to act upon that. You know, like in my line of work, law enforcement security, someone said they're going to commit suicide. We just can't say, okay, no, we have to act on it. And I'm sure my brother in here, he can contest to that, being in the military and everything. You have to adhere to when a person says that, no matter how you may think that it doesn't mean nothing. I'm telling you, I've seen it again where people say that, and then next thing you know, life is gone. They took a bunch of pills or slit their wrist. It's definitely real. And to walk in on that, that's not something you want to walk in on. You know what I'm saying? So, excuse me. It's real. As they say, it's real in the field.
It's real in the field.
It's definitely real in the field. Right. Who got something else for us? Hit this. Yeah, there you go.
Okay.
And Kim, thank you for joining us too. If you got any questions or just want to comment on something, definitely feel free to text it, and we'll definitely put it up there. It could definitely be up there.
Yep. NAMI is the National Alliance on Mental Illness. It is the largest grassroots mental health organization in the United States. NAMI Chicago is one of the largest and most active NAMI affiliates in the country, with full-time and part-time staff, graduate level interns, and weekly volunteers. Did you hear that they are the nation's largest grassroots mental health organization?
And you don't even hear about it. That's crazy. You don't even hear on that level and expecting to say they're the largest in the world, and you don't hear about them like that. Man, that just let you know somebody is playing a game. And of course, it's always about what? The cheddar.
Right.
Nobody does it better with the cheddar. Yeah.
Okay, it says, once again, I'm going to reiterate that it is the largest grassroots mental health organization in the United States, with over 700 state organizations and affiliates that work to educate, support, and raise awareness for people affected by mental illness. NAMI is a non-profit organization founded by family members of people with mental illness. Their mission is to provide support, education, advocacy, and public awareness so that people affected by mental illness can build better lives. Remember that? Remember what I was talking about, life skills and stuff like that?
Yep.
Man, that's definitely what they're talking about. You know, making the way for a mentally challenged person to live, live on their own, be functional,
Right.
have their own apartment, have their own bank account. You know what I'm saying? Fix their own meals, and so on and so on.
More simple speech.
Yeah.
Learning how to talk.
or simply learning how to talk better.
Yep. Learning how to talk better.
NAMI's vision is a world where people with mental illness lives healthy, fulfilling lives, supported by a caring community.
Mm-hmm.
And that's that word care again. And that's what I said. Everybody needs care.
We need to learn to care. You know what I'm saying? We definitely have to learn to care.
Right. We don't know what care is. We think just I'm gonna go to work, I'm gonna make this money, you know, and then I'm gonna buy them all this stuff that they need. That's not caring
At all. No, it's not.
That's providing.
Excuse me.
Yeah. Caring for someone is more emotional driven.
Yes. How can we teach people to care? Well, it starts with self. You have to lead by example. You have to be the example. If they see in you care, then they'll start to learn to care. They'll want to be around you. And if they don't, then that means they just don't care. That's how you learn. That's how you teach people to care. You have to lead by example. If they seeing you caring, they seeing you helping someone across the street or simply holding the door or just doing the simplest things, you know, people who are hungry and you just helping them get something to eat. That's learning to care. You know what I'm saying? So that's how you teach. You lead by example. You show it. Experience is your best teacher. And if you're not experiencing it and showing, then you're not learning. That's just the facts.
You're definitely not learning.
Just the facts. You could talk about it all day long. We could sit, talk, yell, look it all up. But if you ain't applying it,
yeah, it's the practicality of it all.
Nothing. So to answer your question, that's the answer. Thank you for asking that too. We need stuff like this because see, me and the Woo Star, it's like we are a computer, so we need random access of information, stuff for us to go. Oh, okay, let's talk about it. You know what I'm saying?
Talk about it.
Let's talk about it. And that's what we need more of our people to do. We need to get more involved, talk about things, and get involved, not just hey, get this to such and such, and hand them a piece of paper or something. No, you got to get involved, hands on. We used to have a brother say, "Let's talk about it."
Talk about it.
So let's talk about it. Be about it also. So application is everything. What you think, Brother Wilkes?
Well, you touched on one thing about encouragement and setting positive behavioral results
right
in the household. A lot of us, we get lost in the translation of what we think is caring by continuously giving, despite the behavioral disruptions in the household. See, a lot of times, we deal with entitlement, but we don't deal with positive correction.
Yes, right.
Because even in the midst of behavioral disruption, we still keep rewarding, without the positive correction.
And that's true.
Because it starts in the home. Let's be clear about it. Right?
Definitely starts.
Absolutely. So if we get caught up in our own personal affairs and not acutely pay attention to what's going on in the home. You know, hey, a lot of these parents nowadays are young adults. You know, they still want to go outside and party.
Good point.
But you do not tend to the field, right? Because children are like crops. If you do not tend to the field, be mindful of the results that you're going to get from the produce. Right?
That's true.
That's right. Too easy, right?
That's correct.
And a lot of times, you know, we have to deal with one thing that we have not addressed is childhood trauma, right? Because a broken person cannot properly tend to a broken person.
That's right.
To broken people, you get broken results, right? And we have to learn to be able to deal with those things head on. Don't let pride get in the way. Do not let the suppression of what you deal with get in the way, because that can break you. You know, here today, gone tomorrow, right?
That's right.
You know, some of us, we have best friends who we loved and lost, right? And we could have been sitting in front of them one day and then get a phone call at 2:00 in the morning, they didn't kill themselves. Right?
True.
We have to be mindful how we care, because it's not always about us.
That's right.
You know, it's about that person, right? Because sometimes all a person really needs is how you doing. You know,
simple. How you do? She said, absolutely. Yeah.
I love you. You know, I care about you. Hey, what's going on, man? You good? You know,
hold that thought for 1 minute. I.T.B. Next Level Podcast. I'm sitting here with my brother. Introduce yourself, my brother.
I'm Past Master Wilkes.
Yes, sir.
That's right. From the greatest Grand Lodge in the world.
Yes, sir.
Most worshipful King Cyrus Grand Lodge.
So,
Shebra Grand Chapter.
One of my focus of concentration is Christian community services.
Okay.
You know, and a lot of times that is the baseline for help. You know, I mean, you know, it's not always about us. Hey, you know, Brother McCall.
Oh, yeah.
You know, he is my very best friend. I mean, he knows me inside and out. You know, he knows when I'm low.
Right.
He knows when I'm high.
Right. And
he also knows when I'm in the in-between. And that's because, you know, the relationship that we develop with each other. And, you know, kids, you don't make kids your friends, but, you know, in order to crack the surface of what's going on with them, you got to kind of like, you know, get in there a little bit.
Right.
And not to necessarily slave master or buggy whip or you know, or anything like that, or be a warden, but we have to know what's going on. You know, good or bad.
That's right.
You know?
That's right.
And if you can't be that network of resources, hopefully you got an uncle, an auntie,
right? So
you know, someone who's a mentor and of great wisdom, because that's some of the things that we're missing out here.
That's right. Like you said, it takes a village.
You can say big time mentor. We definitely miss. When I was coming up, I literally had somebody show me how to hold the strings of a football and throw it. You know what I'm saying? Or take the basketball and the grooves and show me how to actually shoot it. We don't have that.
Absolutely.
We don't have it.
We don't have enough fathers.
We don't have enough. We don't have enough places to go.
Right.
Gyms.
I remember right here in Roseland. You know, we had the Roseland Community Center right off the Cottage Grove, right here on 11. You know, and it's actually what's impacting these communities right now is subsidies. You know, they are taking the subsidies and they moving them out of impoverished communities and they sending them elsewhere. You know, it's like what they call budget cuts.
That's right.
They need them here, you know, and in order for you to get those subsidies, you got to go way across town, you know, where the subsidies now are shrinking and they become little to non-existent.
Some other comments too. Kim said, let me tell you what Kim said real quick. She said it's hard to get younger people to listen these days, which is it's very true. It is.
Well, the reason why it's hard for them to listen is because of the examples that we set.
The topic, sis, is mental.
Yeah, this is mental health awareness month. So we're talking about mental illness.
Exactly. Well, sisters asked what was the topic. Yeah, that's the fact.
Yeah, there's not enough accountability.
No.
You know, so again, you know, you got mothers, you know, out here, you got dads out here that practically half the age of their children. You know, because you know we're still living in that mindset of being a juvenile.
Right.
You know,
You're absolutely right.
so the question is, when do we get out of that mindset of one's own individualism and understand that you have a family? You know, you have individuals that are counting on you. You know, a lot of times our children get lost out here feeling alone because in their very own home, they don't have anyone to reach out to because mommy or daddy is always in the streets, you know, and they're left alone to fend for themselves. You know, I remember growing up, hey, I was always in my grandma's house. You know,
my grandma.
My grandma raised me.
Yeah.
My grandfather OB raised me. You know, and not to say my mother was out here doing anything bad, but you know, she was trying to raise 3 kids all by herself.
Right. He tripped out. My grandfather's name was OB as well.
So, you know, when you understand the struggle, you become like that subject matter expert. So a lot of things don't surprise you as much. So you know how to cultivate. You know how to get in there and really put in the work to be able to save your children. You know, my kids, I teach them how to be productive citizens. But understand something: if you mess up, I'm here.
Right.
Because I can teach you how to do the wrong thing the right way. You know, but you have to trust me. You know, and a lot of times, you know, where trust is applied with some of our youth, it's not applied in the home. It's some friend out there, you know, where they're trying to emulate something. You know, instead of us as parents, you know, being the role model or the subject matter expert.
Yeah, that's
exactly. But let's understand something. Just because you birth something doesn't mean that you have care for it. And that's some of their ideology, believe it or not. You know, and like I always say, you know, if you have a child, you have to be responsible. You have to be accountable. You know, sometimes in life, you're uncomfortable. I mean, that's just the nature of the beast.
Yeah, you can be uncomfortable the whole life.
But that's supposed to make you better.
Yeah.
You know, when you can navigate and to be successful in those uncomfortable circumstances. You know, I mean, that's what makes us better. That's what creates resilience.
Yes.
You know, that's what actually gives you the foresight of spiritual uplifting when you can, you know, get past that or get through it under those, you know, uncomfortable circumstances. And that's what makes good mentors and good friends, you know, to help encourage you, you know, through the good and the bad. And that's what we're missing in the, you know, as a part of this generation. You know, we don't have great support systems, you know, because, you know, the way this world has, you know, evolved, it's like everybody's fending for themselves. You know, that very far between, you know, do we have those families that are together? You know, you're seeing nowadays, you know, you're seeing families falling apart over this, you know, frivolous stuff. You know, stuff that really doesn't mean anything. You know, if we got a fallout over just a misunderstanding of words, I mean, were we really family? You know, I mean, back in the day, hey, if we argued about something, hey, 5 minutes later, we sit down and barbecue together. Yeah. You know?
Playing basketball.
Absolutely. So we have to, you know, when I was growing up, you know, church was the thing.
Yeah.
You know,
That's true.
That was the community building, church. You know, and in society today, you know, what is church to some people? It ain't but the show, you know, lights and big Trinitron billboard.
Stadium.
Exactly.
They got ATM machines in the church.
So, and not to knock any of the pastors out there that's really good work.
Right.
But you know, we need to see more, you know, community development, you know, going on. You know, we need to. I mean, because even in this neighborhood, Roseland, you know, it's fallen by the wayside.
Once was one of the most beautiful
Gately Plaza,
Pullman area.
Used to be
off the chain.
booming.
Yes.
And the subsidies are gone now, you know, and you know, I don't want to call it misappropriating funds or anything like that.
Right.
But
Well, people got old and young people didn't know anything about business.
yeah, absolutely,
That's what happened.
absolutely. There's
The elders got old and made their transition,
yeah,
and
so
the younger people
absolutely. So the question
never
is,
talk business.
where are we investing? You know, where I mean, but you can even apply that to, you know, your own house.
Yeah.
Your own
Yes.
house. Are you investing?
Well, that's true.
You know,
That is true.
some
That's
people
truthful.
just
Just
let,
live there.
yeah, just let their kids do
Right.
what they want to do.
Don't
You know,
do no what's that, gardening
Yeah.
and all that.
Well, hey, look, for real talk,
Yeah.
you know, hey, when I was 10, 12, 13 years old, I was in the yard with my aunties.
Yep.
You know,
Mom.
pulling weeds,
Yep.
planting flowers, cutting the grass, shoveling snow.
Yep.
You know,
That's right.
but we've lost the idea of getting back to basics and allowing our youth to understand what it's like to really
Mhm.
be independent and to earn a dollar
Mhm.
instead of just feed, say, here, shut up. You know,
Mhm.
take this money. You know, if I buy him the sneaks, you know, he won't be breathing down my neck about nothing.
Right.
So, you know, but we have to be cognizant of the monsters that we create.
Mhm.
You know, because once they spin out, you know, it's going to be hard to catch them.
Mhm.
You know,
I agree.
you know, it's not always about I am the parent. You know, but how are you parenting? You know, understand that there are generational curses.
It is.
Let's understand that. You know, when it involves mental health.
Yes.
You know,
Mhm.
so you know, and then we have to understand. You know, we have to properly identify. You know, the cause of the mental health.
Mhm.
You know, even as us as adults, you know, we suffer from some deep-seated trauma that we have not really addressed.
Nope.
So, and then sometimes mental health can be like a visual thing. Oh, I think I'm crazy.
Right.
You know, so therefore you act crazy.
Right.
But you're really not crazy.
Right.
You
Or
know,
somebody that said it to the point that they think they crazy.
You know,
keep telling them
or
that.
you cough and I cough.
Right.
So therefore
I'm sick.
we're both sick.
Right.
Yeah.
But not really.
Right.
It's just a switch or a shift that you need.
Mhm.
The environment, maybe. You know, and just like you brothers were saying, you know, you deal with a lot of mental health individuals in your work field,
Yes.
and as well do I. And I hear them, you know, sometimes, you know, describing what they go through. I'm like,
Right.
wait a minute, there's really nothing wrong with you.
Right.
It's just a habitat.
Yep.
You know,
Yep. Sure environment.
Yeah. Totally. Yeah. You know, like common things we would hear when we're at odds with someone. You make me sick. You know, what does that really
We
mean to
right.
you? Does it make your stomach turn?
Right. Give me
You
a
know, think weird thoughts.
Right.
I mean, what is it really?
Right.
You know.
No, that's a good one. You said that too.
So a lot of times we deal with codependency.
Mm-hmm.
You know.
Oh yeah, definitely.
You know,
that codependency.
Yeah, codependency. You know, having to fix others, and you do it so much to the point where you exhaust yourself to the point where you get sick, and not just physically,
mentally. Yeah.
Well, you know,
stress.
because two things you can ask yourself: Am I useful? Or am I helpful?
Mm-hmm.
You know, because you know a lot of us, you know, are out here we're like bruised peaches. You know, once they done with you,
Right.
you know, then it's on to the next island.
Right.
You know, so you know, it's all biblical parable that I like to tell people. You don't give what's sacred to the dogs, and you don't give your pearls to swine.
Oh yes, sir.
So understanding self-worth,
mm-hmm.
you know, is a great asset to preserving your mental health.
Mm-hmm.
Because if you don't understand how valuable you are,
mm-hmm.
you will surely lose your marbles.
Yes.
You know, giving people the power over your mind,
right.
you know, when you come to your senses, you know, hey, it's real in the field.
It is.
You know, so but us as brothers, we have to care for one another more. Even these young men growing up, you know.
Hold on. Hey, sis. How you doing?
Hey, y'all.
All right. Glad you
Big
joined
brother.
us. Yes. So, definitely, if you want to chime in or say anything or talk about what we've been talking about, you're more than welcome.
Thank you. I'm listening. I'm enjoying the conversation.
Okay. All right. Good to have you on with us too.
Thank
Sitting
you.
there with Brother Wilkes, and he was just
Yeah, you
explaining.
definitely don't
You
want
had some good points too.
definitely don't
Yeah.
want people living in your head.
Of course not referee. And even if they pay it, you know, if it does not provide spiritual groundation,
Right.
you know, or physical groundation, then what are we connect? Why are we connected? You know,
Mm-hmm.
so the black man is a dying breed.
Yes.
You know, and one thing I can definitely say is we don't help each other enough.
Man,
You know,
that's what. I'm not trying to cut you off, but that's so real. A simple holding the door for a lot of the elders. When I hold the door, I be like, we prehistoric. Somewhat we still around. We done. And that's the first thing they say. Well, I'm glad it's still some of y'all because it's not many.
Yeah,
and it's not.
They go back to the care.
yeah, because because one thing you definitely have to keep in mind is the why or what.
Mm-hmm.
What? Why are we in this state?
Mm-hmm.
Or what are we chasing?
Mm-hmm.
You know, because when we're on the chase, we don't realize what we're leaving behind us. You know, I don't want to leave my friends behind if I know that the success or the goal is right over here.
Mm-hmm.
You know, because we all in some realms we have to be like-minded.
Mm-hmm.
You know, because when you think of brotherhood, you don't think of brother, right? You think of brotherhood. So what's comprised of brotherhood? Brothers, right?
That's right.
You know,
Conglomerate.
right? And we're all to be like-minded.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I mean, we're in a terrible state right now. You know, every time I turn on the news, it's always
Right.
bad news.
Bad news.
You know,
That's why I don't even watch it.
Right.
yeah. But you know,
I watch
you can call it divine order, you know, or whatever. That's the way the world goes around. But we definitely need to get back to praying as brothers and do more community work and get out here and see what's going on. I'm looking at that widow on your hat, brother, and you know what that means to me is community building. You know, because we are architects, right?
it. We are.
You know, and you know what God intended for us to do. You know, some of us are like part-timers. I'm full-time every day. You know, and what will make us better if we had more individuals
Full time.
You know,
Full timers.
you can't be in and out in this thing, especially when it comes to mental health.
Right.
You cannot punch the clock. You have to be in this thing 24/7.
That's right. No, that's real.
You know, it's almost the equivalent of marriage vows. You know,
I don't know what those are. Voodoo and
well,
you do.
you know, better for worse, richer for in sickness and in health until death.
They'll do
Right?
a part. No doubt.
I can tell you,
I can
tell you down to the nickel how many people lie about that. Right? It's just like being a parent.
Lotto, can you grab some?
You know,
In the cooler.
you can't lie about being a parent because if you got kids, you're a parent, right?
That's right.
That's right.
You know,
If you got nieces and nephews, you're a parent on the real.
how well are you parenting? Because even when it comes to mental health, how well are you an asset in ensuring or the resource to making sure that your child is getting the resource or the help that one needs? Some of us, we are apprehensive about doing it because, you know, we feel responsible. you know, guilt or shame
Mhm.
or whatever. But
Oh, thank you.
that is why the help is available for you.
Mhm.
You know, even when it comes to the marital vows, brother,
That's right.
and sickness.
Mhm.
You know, how many times do we go to our wits end and we want out because we don't have the discipline or the caringness to be able to stay in there when things get bad, right?
Hold that thought. I.T.B. Next Level Podcast. It's your boy, the real Read Up. Next to me is
The
the
Wool
we
Star.
sitting here with our brother Wilkes and our sister Kim. Anytime she want to chime in, she's more than welcome. But continue, my brother.
I mean, you know, it's those hard things that we lack the ability to face, right? But sometimes it's the you know, people who are in our company.
Mhm.
Those are the people that should be able to drive that out of you.
Mhm.
You know, I mean, I wouldn't want a friend of mine in my company. I know he's hurting, but I don't know how to ask those questions.
Right.
You know, but like your training or my training, I mean, sometimes it's the direct approach is what works. Hey man, are you thinking
Right.
about killing yourself?
Right. Right.
You know, I need to know.
Right.
Because
That's real.
how are we gonna be able to help if we can't listen? I mean, hey, I have heard it all. You know, hey, I'm going to do this to myself. I'm going to do that to myself. I don't take anything like that as a joke.
No, you can't.
If you seriously want to do this, then I am going to get you some help.
Yep.
If I got to go with you myself, if I got to stay here and watch you, I'm going to get on the phone. I'm going to call some other brothers, and this is what we're going to do.
No, that's real.
You know, so, you know, and even if it's a cry out for help, you know, we have to diagnose. We have to get in there. We have to find out what is actually going on with my brother. You know, sometimes we are our own worst enemy. We are.
Yeah.
You know, and that can drive us crazy. You know, but it's those habits. You know, being habitual creatures. You know, call it what it is.
Right.
But you know, the switch or the shift to take you out of this environment, to move is what you need in order to be healthy mentally, get away from those people that are driving you to this pit is what you have to do, then you have to do it. That's just like marveling at some of your friends who moved to a different state and you call them and they're like, man, it's the best move I ever made, man. You should try it. But you're dealing with those fears, you know, of starting
over. That's true.
You know,
that's true. Can I make it?
I mean,
Am I gonna make it?
right? That's just like going to Vegas and having a ball. You know, hey, think about what you'd be doing if you moved there.
Yeah.
You know,
That's real.
You know,
that's funny you said that too. Was for a long time when I was growing up, I never wanted to go to Vegas because I wasn't a gambler.
Oh,
and then you know, women, you know, you get women anyway. So I'm like, oh, what am I going to Vegas for? But man, first time I went, hey man, they call me Mr. Vegas, man. I'm back in Vegas on the regular, man.
He went to Vegas with us.
Yeah.
Then the next week, he came back to Vegas.
Oh my God.
With somebody else.
And then a month later,
I came back to Vegas
again.
It's those insatiable, dainty, delectable,
they get money in. I like what they were doing. They get money in Vegas.
Of course.
Yeah, that's why I like Vegas.
What'd you say, sir?
That's why I like Vegas because it's so glamorous and it's money.
Yes. Yes. They're about that paper.
Yeah, but any place can be Vegas if you just apply the right investments and have the right resources. It's just like Chicago now. They're bringing the casinos into the city after hundreds of tens and 20s of years.
Right.
You know, the one right there in home, was it Homewood?
Yeah.
Think about it. Everybody's now getting into the game. Like, everybody's doing what they do.
Yeah.
You know, fighting the system of political power and such, you know. But when it comes to the home, when it comes to to raising our children, it shouldn't be anything political. You know, there wasn't no political beings in my mama's house. There wasn't any political beings in my grandmama's house. It was just us, family.
Yep, doing
You know?
family things, spending time.
You know, it's social media. You know, people getting in your business,
Yep.
trying to prevent you from how to raise. You know, children nowadays are growing up like lawyers. You can't do this to me.
Right.
I'll show you.
Don't whoop that baby.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Burn the house down to the
time
time.
out.
Put them in the corner.
You know, so you know what you need to apply in most cases is trusting by the way of verification.
Yeah.
You know, and if you think there's a problem, chances are there's a problem.
There's a problem.
And it has to be addressed. You cannot be afraid of what you find.
Mm-mm.
That's why we have resources out here. You find trouble, let's take care of it. You know, and that's where the trust factor comes in at.
But you know, too, Will, fear has been taught
Mhm.
at a remarkable rate. Where we fear things, and that's the thing right there that's part of mental health too.
Of course.
If you've been taught to fear something for so long,
Mhm.
you're gonna be scared to ask.
Mhm.
So fear is one of the biggest things that was taught. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
This fear. You better not ask questions. But when you go to school, what's the first thing they tell you? Ask questions.
Of course.
But then if I go to the church to ask the reverend a question, I can't ask the reverend in front of the congregation. I gotta wait till everybody goes.
I think a lot of times we are more concerned about how we're judged,
Mm-hmm.
you know, versus, you know, actually seeking the help.
Right.
You know, and that's why it's important to understand who you bring the help to.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I need help, so I'm going to come to you. You know why? Because I know you care about me.
Right.
You know, and you care about me enough to really expose me to the real, right?
Mm-hmm.
Because sometimes, you know, the thing that concerns us the most is the why. What if it's me?
Mm-hmm.
You know, what if I'm the problem? We don't want to hear that.
Right.
Right. But if the goal is to get better, you got to be open to that.
Right.
You know, if you're the one making the mistakes of how you're exposing yourself out here, you know, but going back to the mental health is, you know, there's childhood trauma, you know, there's social trauma,
Mm-hmm.
you know, and there's just things that we suppress so much, you know, ordeals in my family. You know, I know my sister probably would kill me, but she was almost 50 and she was dealing with something that I had no idea, you know, she was dealing with. And it took a real sit down for her wanting to address it.
Mm-hmm.
That I was just like mind blown. I'm like,
Right.
okay, so that's why she's this way.
Right.
That's why she's like this.
Right.
Okay, so now she's talking about it. So now we got it out. Now we can deal with it. Because now we know what's going on. You know, and sometimes people just want to be heard.
Yeah.
They just want somebody to talk to you.
That's true.
You know,
That
and
go a long way.
and we have this thing, brothers, called the listening ear, right? Because that's sometimes what people need the most.
All the time.
Tentative ear.
Tentative ear. So they need that, you know. So, you know, people say, "Oh, you don't have time for me." Why would you say that? I definitely can make time if you tell me why you need time.
Right.
You
Because
know?
I don't want to waste my time.
A closed mouth don't get fed.
That's right.
Right. So, you know, that's a part of the bridge building.
Yeah.
You know, it's like if you sitting there holding your stomach, am I to assume that you're hungry?
Right. You might be in pain because you got a knife wound.
If you're crying, am I to assume that you have allergies?
Right.
Talk to me.
Right.
Tell
That's real.
me what's wrong. And then, sometimes we don't have patience.
Well, I was just
We
going
don't-
to say, ooh, that's
We
one of the
don't,
big.
we don't want, if you can't tell me right now, I'm done.
Right. I want to hear.
I don't want to hear it.
I want to hear.
PTSD
Of course.
is in children is a real thing.
It is a real thing.
It's a real thing.
It is a real thing. But again,
Most people think you just get PTSD from
getting shot,
being in a
cars,
war or something
Yeah,
like that,
yeah.
But shoot, you get PTSD from something simple as losing a parent,
Of course.
Or
Getting smacked.
A sibling.
losing a sibling
Yeah.
or anything.
Absolutely.
Someone who was real close. Or even, a big, like you said, Big Mama raised you. Once Big Mama gone, you like, who do I get? I nobody. People be like that.
And they're lost. They're lost in their journey and their travel, trying to find someone that replicates that.
Mhm.
When all you gotta do is just take the memories
Mm-hmm.
and apply that to inner strength, and you can encourage yourself. You really can. But it's a lot of things that's out here that distracts us. That's just like having someone in your company that don't want you to be great.
That's right.
That's real. That's real. You got people like that.
If I say I walk on water, now I'm a can't swim.
Uh-huh.
Right.
So being responsible is very important when you are responsible for someone. And when it comes to mental health, I tell you, it's a real thing.
Mhm.
It is nothing to take lightly. But you have to have extreme patience to be able to deal with those sort of things, and you can't let go. If you in, you have to be
all the
in.
way in. Yeah, you can't step a toe in there.
Absolutely, because it's not like you can just throw that person in the garbage.
Yeah.
And find someone else. No, you have to care just like you care about yourself.
Mhm.
It's just like the love of Christ. And so Christ loved the church.
Mhm.
And the most important thing is forgiving yourself. It's not your fault. And so when help is needed, help will be given in need. And you just have to be positive,
Stay positive.
about that thing. I have, a few friends that, are dependent on medication to stay stable, right?
Right.
Because I've seen them when they're not.
Yeah.
But as the friend, you have to ask those questions. Hey man, just take your medicine today.
Yep. You got it. You have to.
And then you can recognize when they don't. Hey man, what feels it? Hey, take this, drink some water. That's why we're friends, right? That's why we're brothers, right?
That's right.
And again, we don't do that enough.
Check on each other.
We don't. We don't pick up the phone. We don't have enough kumbaya where we sit down and we talk and address issues and but again, people are private, want you in their business, but you're making a mess of what you're dealing with.
Right.
And when you got the help,
Try to deal with it by yourself.
yeah, absolutely.
You can spread it out.
Yeah. just open a little bit. The grain of a mustard seed.
Yeah.
If you just let me in just a little bit.
Just a little bit.
And then once the trust becomes evident, then they start to open up. And then you can really see what's going on with our brothers out here and our sisters out here. Some of us are, it might be broken relationships, but then sometimes that's our own fault because we're waiting for them to make the first move. Right. But do they really have to make the first move? Maybe they're in the pit of the things that they did to you.
They might be waiting on you to make it.
Absolutely. So don't get caught up in waiting on an apology, because you have to be kind, and you also have to be forgiving.
Sometimes you have to learn. Sometimes you have to learn to apologize for something you didn't do.
Absolutely.
Right. You know what I'm saying?
Doesn't make you a fool though.
Doesn't make you.
It's just agreeing with your adversaries.
Right.
You know, to agree to disagree. And although we don't agree, we still gonna be cool, right?
Still in cohesion.
Yeah.
What do you think, Miss Kim? I see you shaking that head over there. What
Good
you
stuff. Good stuff. Good stuff.
think? That's what's up.
Because it's three types out there. Right?
Mhm.
You got confidants, constituents, and comrades.
Mhm.
So if you identify with all, a confidant all day is with you, ride or die, right?
Mhm.
A constituent, a no or a yes.
Mhm.
But at the end of the day, we're gonna go have a drink and we're gonna go fight the next day. A comrade is whatever.
Right.
But at the end of this mission, you go your way and I'm gonna go mine. But you have to actually ask yourself, where are you in that chain? Because I don't want to be a constituent. I want to be a confidant all the time. Even to some people I may feel indifferent about.
Right.
But if I saw them on the side of the road, I must help because OB made me make him a promise when I was in my early teens, right? And he succumbed to cancer. He was my father, and I'll say that, right? My grandfather was my father, right? He said, make me a promise. And I said, sir? He said, promise me something. I said, I promise. He said, whatever you do in life, always help people. Always.
Mm-hmm.
Always. A brother of ours, brother Carl Clark, lost everything in a house fire. And he's been dealing with the pride thing because people are coming from all everywhere, offering help, giving them beds, giving them donations. And I spoke to him the other day and I said, hey man, you cried out and God sent angels. You got to do that sometimes.
That's right.
When you're in trouble. Because we're not mind readers.
What are we here for? What are we doing this for?
Yeah.
If we can't help our brother.
Yeah.
Or sisters.
Or sisters.
Or sisters.
If you guys came to the event yesterday that we have for the sisters, and shouts out to, Most Worshipful King Cyrus, the patrons, Brother Priest, our grand worthy patron, phenomenal job, with,
they definitely set out for the sisters.
Yeah, showing appreciation for the sisters. And that's another thing, we don't appreciate things enough. Like our own lives. You don't appreciate that. It's a gift. It's a privilege. We don't have control over the dash. So it's like hey, if you're driving a bucket, make it the best bucket you ever drove.
Hold that thought.
I.T.B. Next Level
Podcast. It's your boy, the Real Beat Up.
And the Woo
Star. Right here with us. We chilling with our brother
Alan,
Professor
Alan Wilkes,
and our sister Kim. Chilling with us.
You know what I'm saying? And
we love it.
Yeah, we right here at Most Worshipful King Cyrus Grand Lodge and Shiva Grand Chapters.
Yes, sir. 114th and Edinburgh.
I'm gonna take a break.
And we're gonna have a quick break there.
Hey, that's good stuff, guys. We gotta pick that up. Dash. But yeah, I even a good photo of him because he's over here in this corner.
And we're back. Yes, yes.
Just like that.
Yeah, just like that. So we put up a couple of flyers. Malachi 333 will be having
We having a rodeo, y'all.
rodeo.
Yep. Cowboy boots and denims. On August 8th. I mean, June
June
8th.
8th. June 8th with the mechanical bull.
We're gonna have the mechanical bull. I'm trying to get us a 360 camera,
Yes, sir.
all types of stuff. So, you know, everything that you want at a rodeo, we're gonna try to have.
We're gonna try that. So check us out June 8th for all you guys that's watching and you know want to come on down, have some fun. We're gonna have plenty of fun.
Put your cowboy boots on,
Yep.
put your chaps on,
Yep.
put your cowboy hat on.
That's it. So it's gonna be a beautiful thing, man. It's gonna definitely be a beautiful thing. Yes, it is. And as always, we got to give a shout out to our
Comedic Village.
comedic village.
Yeah.
Boy, Marlon Mitchell at Club Lagoon every Thursday with our other brothers, Cole Walker. Mm-hmm. Yeah. So we be down there and we be doing our thing.
Yeah.
They be doing their thing. So
Every
Thursday, Club Lagoon.
Club Lagoon.
Be off the chain. So check it out. Did I have your? Do I got your mic muted? You do, Kim. That's you have it muted.
I have it muted.
Okay. I just wanted to make sure it wasn't me. Okay.
I appreciate the inspiration. I'm going to sign off now. Do you guys
Okay.
normally go for an hour or how long?
Yeah, we normally do an hour, but we got on a little late because we had a little difficult. So the cameras wasn't rolling, but we were still live. But you know,
Mhm.
normally just an hour every Monday at 6.
Okay, well, I'll pop back on next Monday.
We
Y'all
definitely
take care.
have you. We definitely have
Definitely
you.
appreciate
You anytime. You're welcome. Thank you.
Okay.
sis.
And the special guests. I appreciate
Right.
everyone's
Yep.
input.
Our special guest, Brother Al Lewis. Yep.
Bye-bye.
All right. Talk to you later. Yeah.
We felt good vibes about this. So, you know.
Yeah, it's definitely good vibes. This is what we do, man. And we be one more brothers and sisters. We tell them all the time, man, y'all more than welcome. Come sit. And,
Yeah, because, you know, and definitely we need some decor.
oh, yeah.
You know, maybe put some flags up, you know, make some, you know, put some personal touches.
Another backdrop. We going.
Yeah, put some personal touches in here. You know, maybe better chairs. But you know.
Yes, sir. And we still, and you know, this is we uncut raw.
Yeah.
We don't do none of that fake, you know, like the reality TV stuff.
Yeah, maybe some hidden libations in here.
Oh, we looking for promotion.
Yeah,
We hope to get some promotion so we can promote, you know, whatever.
So
we can have some sponsors.
yeah.
So definitely I.T.B. next level
How
park.
many views did y'all have? You don't know.
How many who?
How many views did y'all have tonight?
We're not gonna know until after we get off.
Get off. Somebody actually. Let me see somebody in the private chat. Let me see. Oh, thanks for inspiration, big brothers. I am signing off. Okay. She signed off. Yeah, but and then we got more cameras and more.
Because you know some of the things that we talk about definitely it hits home for people who are listening.
Mhm.
You know, sometimes it's just picking a lot.
Right. It was a lot of people coming on. I could see different people coming on as we was talking. So that's a good subject. Man.
So what will be the next topic next week?
Well, next week, because we still live right now.
Next week.
Next week we're gonna still talk about mental health also
because
because it's mental health month.
Mental Health Awareness Month.
Okay.
But our topic is facts, opinions, and views of the world in all walks of life. So we talk about everything.
So anything you come with, we talking.
We talking about.
Okay, good. Good talk.
You're definitely more than
yeah.
welcome anytime, my
Good
brother.
talk.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
This is I.T.B.
Or anything that you guys come with.
That's
We
right.
talking about it.
That
That's
is
why we
right.
got the chats.
That's what we got the chat
and all of
room.
that.
Or you can call in.
Or you
know,
can
we
call in. You
be
could be
right
on air with us and everything.
Or if you want to be invited, just like we invited Sister Kim, she came and was able to come on live with us with her camera and everything. So, man, we could definitely make it happen. This is I.T.B. Next Level Podcast. That's what we own, man.
I.T.B.
Next level.
In the building, baby.
In the building. Not just inside the building, but building relationships.
There you go.
That's what we do. So, with that being said, it's your boy, the Real Beat Up. And right next to me
is the
Woo Star. Thank everybody for coming through tonight. Thank our brother Wilkes.
Thanks, brother Wilkes.
Thank our
Thank our engineer. Brother Lade.
Brother Lade back there.
Lotto in the house.
Yeah, thanks Sister Kim for coming on and joining us. We love y'all.
Peace.
Yes, sir.
I can even get